Good morning, everyone. Apologies for the delayed start. We had a bit of a technical issue there. So I just wanted to start today's character education session, reflecting back on last week's session on creativity and all of the amazing work that happened across GFS. And seeing you all getting super creative. So we've selected one character of the week. So there's only one character of the week selected from the whole of secondary school. And this week is Lujane Morsi, sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, from 7D. She created an amazing acrostic poem. So if you haven't already seen it, when you go onto the Padlet today, do have a look at everybody else's amazing creativity activities that you did. So a huge well done to Lujane, and she will be receiving some house points. So congratulations. So do remember that this week there will be selected character of the week for empathy as well. So I'm just going to pass it over to Mr. Luke, who will be leading today's session on empathy. I hope you all enjoy it. It's a really lovely one. So over to you, Luke.
Thank you, Jamie, and welcome everyone. Happy Sunday to all, as we look forward to a short, fun-packed week with National Day coming up as well. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend. So today's session, the second in the series of our character education sessions, can be represented by this picture. I just want you to take a sort of 30 seconds just to think what this picture represents to you. So hopefully you can't hear all the buzzing from my laptop. So using binoculars, looking through different colours there. Just have a little think what that means. You can have a little chat with the person next to you, what you think this could mean, what character trait it relates to. Okay, brilliant. So I'm just going to turn off these Padlet notifications that are now coming through. Okay, so hopefully some of you sort of looked at this image and thought it meant about looking from someone else's opinion, or thinking about others' points of view, as obviously the binoculars have got a bit of the colour from the other person's dress, and sort of they're holding the binoculars to each other's eyes to suggest that you can see things through other people's perspectives maybe. There's a lot more you can analyse these pictures, I'm sure. You would have done in your classes. So if we just move to the next slide. It is what we're looking at today, and I think this quote really sums it up. Learning to stand in somebody else's shoes, to see through their eyes, that's how peace begins. And it's up to you to make that happen. Empathy is a quality of character that can change the world. Very powerful quote there from Barack Obama. There's thousands of quotes you can find on the internet sort of sum up what empathy means. But I think an area that I would like to focus on for today's session is the standing in somebody else's shoes, which is the sort of archetypal sort of image that we get when we think of empathy. And looking through their eyes, and also the idea that that's how we're going to better society. That's how we're going to change the world, if we start thinking and putting ourselves in other people's positions. And that's really going to lead the session today. So if we just move on to the next slide, please. So a little bit of context. I'm exaggerating here, obviously, but when we thought of these sessions, we looked back, and I've been working with Asma in Year 13 on these sessions, and we looked back around the school and said, how does empathy relate to us? And at the time, there was a lot of vandalism going on around the school, obviously not to this extent, but this is just to make you think about it. This does happen. You might see vandalism, litter being dropped around our local community at beaches in the desert. And it gets us thinking, like, why do people do these things? And how could we possibly stop people from acting in this manner? Like, what could you do try and get people to learn not to act in this manner. And we started thinking about, well, by acting like this, who are you hurting? You're hurting people around you, you're hurting the community, and you're negatively impacting on the people that work hard to keep the community safe, clean, and sustainable. So you start to think, well, the people doing these acts must not be thinking about or looking through the perspective of the person that they're hurting. Otherwise, surely you wouldn't do this act. So that made us look further to look on at our school and see the things that were happening around our school, in the toilets, around school, damage being done, and think, do these people, are they doing it to hurt the people in the community, or is it just that we're not always aware and we're not always being empathetic to the community around us? So we've got a short video today that the amazing Asma has put together and worked so tirelessly on. That demonstrates the core of our community, the heartbeat of our GFS community, the people that, in my opinion, allow us to have a safe, clean working environment on a daily basis. And that is the wonderful support staff. So when we watch this video, I want you to think from the heartbeat of the school's shoes and think about the jobs they do on a daily basis. And then afterwards, we're going to ask you to reflect a little bit, and I'll hand over to Asma to lead you onto the tasks. So please sit back, enjoy the video, but do think about empathy and the feelings through those shoes that are the heartbeat of the school. Let's hope this video plays okay. Just while we wait for that, so it's only a short video, but do be thinking about what empathy means to you. And you know the sort of tasks that we're going to have, completing the rainbow task. So maybe start thinking, would you do a poem to reflect your beliefs and empathy? Would you maybe do a short discussion, a little debate in your class, create a poster about empathy? So start thinking about it as you reflect while watching the video. Which should be coming on any minute now. I hope. I think maybe while we wait, if in class, you can maybe come up with a joint definition of what your class thinks empathy means. Come up with a one-sentence definition of empathy. Considering what I've said this morning, considering there are thousands of different sort of quotes and definitions that people use to sum up empathy, please come up with what you think empathy means to your class.
I feel like the sound doesn't always bounce back.
Okay, seems we're not able to share the video.
You got it on like a SharePoint then?
Just a little bit of a shame because the video is actually the sort of foundation of the task today. I'm just going to see if I could possibly share it. Can you see my share screen? Yeah. I'm not sure if this is working, but so it's not sharing either here, no? Sorry guys, I was hoping we'd just be able to share this video this morning, but it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. I'm not sure why. I'll try one more time. No? Okay. Sorry guys, really can't apologize enough that we can't share this video with you. I think we're just going to have, we've only 10 minutes left. I think you've got to think of it as a class, what we think of empathy, and still move on and complete the rainbow tasks. So if Mylene, I could have the PowerPoint back, please. Okay, so there was the video you're meant to have. Anyway, we'll move on. So express what empathy means to you. Obviously, you can use anything you want from the rainbow. If you've used the yellow in the past or you've written something before, maybe you can look at performing, posting, discussing. It could be a good discussion point in your class to think, what does empathy mean to you? What can you find out about empathy, and how does empathy affect you on a day-to-day basis? So from waking up in the morning, how does it affect your actions during the day? When do you think about other people's feelings, and how does that then impact how you then act and your actions towards other people, the animals, the environment? So as a class, I think choose some of these and make sure you post them on the Padlet link that was is shared at the top of the PowerPoint that your teacher will have. Again, apologies you couldn't see this video. It is an amazing video. Hopefully you'll be able to get it up on the screens around school, or you'll have an opportunity to watch it in a lesson at some other point. Thank you, everyone. I'll leave you there to get on with your activities for the rest of the day. It looks like we've got a bit of the video playing, but I can't hear it.
Mr. Luke, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I thought I didn't realise we were still going. Maybe some of you got to see the video there. It's a shame it's a little bit jumpy, and I'm not sure. I didn't get the sound, but maybe you did. It just shows the heartbeat of our school really throughout the day. The many hundreds of people that work tirelessly to make sure we're safe on a daily basis and make sure that we have a good school, healthy school environment. I am going to look at getting the video out to form tutors and giving you an opportunity to see it in the future. But please do go away and think about this most important characteristic. In my mind, the most important characteristic a human can have is empathy. So please go away, reflect on it, and complete some of the tasks and get them up on the Padlet. Thank you, Mylene, for your help. Thank you, Jamie. Asma has gone back to her lesson, but we'll look at doing another session where Asma can present her video to different year groups at a later stage. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.